On the news tonight, President Tinubu reiterates willingness to collaborate with development partners and organizations for Nigeria's growth.
We continue to partner with organizations like yours and many other organizations.
Ministry of Education strengthens partnership to guarantee safer school environments.
Attack on education as a debasing in nature and will not allow it to go.
Plus, constitutional review, National Assembly collaborates with the Nigerian Bar Association.
Will really help us to understand each other.
Hello and welcome to NTA Network News. I am Lami Ali. Joining me from Lagos tonight on the news is Adiola Komeakiri, and Benny Adams is on standby for the business news. Remember, you can watch this broadcast live via our website, nca.ng/live, and also on our other social media handles displayed on your screen. Now we begin from the State House, where President Bola Tinubu says Nigeria under his administration is ready to collaborate with development partners and organizations like the Rotary International to facilitate the development of Nigeria. President Tinubu received the president of Rotary International, Gordon McNally, and his delegation at the State House. Our State House correspondent, Muspaw and Wahab, reports.
A courtesy call by the Rotary International president, his wife, and team on President Bola Tinubu. But here, the activities of a club in Nigeria and around the world earned the respect and commendation of the president.
Thank you for the job you are doing.
Nigeria holds credit to this organization's support for its success story over polio. And still keeping tabs in the series of grants, Rotary through the World Health Organization recently donated $14 million for technical assistance on polio surveillance in Nigeria. Perhaps more to come from the organization in support for disease prevention and control, as well as peace building within the country. So, for President Bola Tinubu, these efforts go beyond humanitarian but also economic.
They are growing local economies too by helping nations to survive unexpected disease and death. They are doing a great job in the protection of the environment and other areas of human commitment. We continue to partner with organizations like yours and many other organizations.
In a mutual respect, Rotary International rewarded the long-standing reputation of President Tinubu for supporting healthcare interventions for disadvantaged Nigerians throughout his public service career.
He's a Rotarian, after all, he's a Rotarian.
Nigeria overcame polio in 2019, and the organization says it is over 20 weeks since a case of polio was last recorded in the world.
But we must remain vigilant, and we must carry on our polio campaign to ensure that we complete the job we started and to ensure that the entire world is free from the disease in the same way that Nigeria is at present.
Beyond polio, the organization is equally celebrating its achievements on maternal and child health in Nigeria.
Only in the second year of this project, we are seeing incredible results. We are seeing a great reduction in maternal mortality, and we're seeing an even greater reduction in infant mortality.
Out of the 1.4 million globally, Rotary International has over 15,000 of its members in Nigeria. From the State House, Muspaw and Wahab, NTA News.
The government of Borno State has commended the administration of President Bola Tinubu for its determination now to implement the Oronsoye report, which seeks to harmonize agencies with similar function for efficiency. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum reveals this after his meeting with President Bola Tinubu at the State House. However, the governor is appealing to the president to reconsider the recommended merger of the Army University Bill with the Nigeria Defense Academy. The governor believes this will negate the initial intention for the creation of the Army University.
The Nigerian Army University, it should be a conventional, should be converted to become a conventional university under the Federal Ministry of Education rather than collapsing it with the Nigerian Defense Academy. And I'm happy to inform you that the President has directed me to write to him on this very important matter so that he will, inshallah, consider the request from the people of Borno State. Education is very critical. Education is the bedrock for any meaningful development. So without education, nothing will happen. And Borno State, because we have been facing this crisis for about 15 years, cancelling Army University means a lot to the people of Borno State. The insurgency will also be happy. What we mean by Boko Haram is that, education is forbidden.
President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Zubaida Umar as the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. Zubaida Umar is the first woman to be appointed as Director General of this pivotal agency, and her appointment further underlines the President's avowed commitments to gender inclusion. The new Director General of NEMA has over 20 years of work experience in diverse fields, including human resources, finance and administration. She is a member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers and the Institute of Credit Administration. President Tinubu expects the new Director General to bring the much-needed financial and operational discipline and change to the agency into a performance-driven and proactive emergency response provider. Now, the National Assembly will collaborate with the Nigerian Bar Association in the ongoing constitution review process. President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, in an audience with the leadership of the NBA, says the exercise is to further tinker with existing laws to bring them in line with current realities and make them consistent with what obtains globally.
Problems of 1960 in terms of security are not the same problems today. The world is moving fast, and so the law must move along with it. So that kind of synergy that we want to establish through that retreat, or through the stakeholders forum, or through the town hall meeting with security agencies, and will really help us to understand each other and know that we are all servants in the temple of justice.
Presidents of the NBA, Yakub Mekyo, used the opportunity to inform the Senate presidents that the NBA is organizing a town hall meeting to foster understanding between legal practitioners and security agencies. Starting with quality education, everything it takes to give Nigerian children a good future will be done by the current administration. Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, made this promise while flagging off the distribution of free exercise books to public primary schools and junior secondary school pupils across the country. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports.
Salute! Present up! A guard of honor mounted by a detachment of students from Power International School, Abuja, was waiting for Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, and the RHI team when they arrived at the venue to flag off another milestone in the Renewed Hope Education Support Program. The distribution of over 1 million exercise books to pupils in public schools and students in junior secondary schools across the country will see each state and the FCT getting 50,000 copies, except for Lagos and Kano states that are allotted 100,000 copies each under the intervention. During a symbolic presentation of the books to the wife of Kogi State Governor Sefiat Ododo and the Executive Secretary of Universal Basic Education Commission, Hamid Boboyi, the First Lady says nothing is too much to support the future of Nigerian children.
We might do this every year, so that to all our schools, so that we can at least carry some of your burden. So we'll see what else we can do. Education is very vital So for our young people looking at me today, you need to stay in school. All right? Do whatever it takes for you. Don't join bad gangs. Don't crumble under peer pressure.
She appealed to state coordinators of RHI to monitor the distribution and ensure that the exercise books get to intended beneficiaries. Applauding the First Lady's passion for children, the Executive Secretary for UBEC says the intervention will address some gaps in the school system.
Requires somebody who has an interest in education to recognize this particular lacuna that is there in the system. An eagle eye who would say, yes, textbooks are there and so on and so forth, but are the children getting the exercise books?
With the official flag off, benefiting states and the FCT are expected to take immediate delivery for onward distribution to schools. In Abuja, Adeni Itawo, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu says his administration is deploying resources to critical sectors and areas with significant impact on the welfare of Nigerians, emphasizing that the nation's treasury is sacrosanct and must not be abused. The president, at a meeting with the Forum of State Chairmen of the All Progressives Congress (APC) at the State House, assured Nigerians that his government is working round the clock to improve their living conditions, and asked leaders at the grassroots level to encourage citizens to get their national identity number NIN for planning, structuring interventions and to achieve their full integration into various relief programs. Emphasizing the central role of agriculture in expanding and accelerating Nigeria's economic growth, President Tinubu told the state party chairman, led by the national chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Ganduje, that his government had already drawn up a blueprint for large-scale livestock farming, which will be activated soon. President Tinubu pointed out that repositioning of the economy is a top national priority, as he urged party members not to wait for an appointment before bringing good governance and exemplary civic engagements to the doors of Nigerians. Now, the National Working Committee of the governing All Progressives Congress, APC, says it has concluded necessary arrangements for the smooth takeoff of e-registration of party members. One of the party's highest decision-making organs, after a closed-door session with the 36 state chapters chairman of the party, as the National Secretariat affirms that the e-application platform will afford every registered member to be captured in all stages of implementation of its policies and programs.
Exercise to be undertaken by any political party in Nigeria, where it is possible online, real-time, for members of the party to determine the exact numbers of members of APC across the board.
Meanwhile, the Forum of State Chairmen of APC has commended the Tinubu presidency for taking bold steps in managing the economic crisis in the country.
Aligned ourselves with the efforts of the economic reforms being made by Mr. President. We all agreed, and you too will agree, that this country was on a voyage to the port of Gangon, and we perhaps would have been thrown into a catacomb of oblivion if subsidy was not removed.
The forum says the depreciation of Naira against the dollar was getting to a stage where subsidy may be required before the intervention of the nation's economy managers. The Ministry of Education is strengthening collaboration with relevant stakeholders towards ensuring safer school environments and restoring them the confidence that would enable them remain focused to teaching and learning. Minister of State Education, Dr. Yusuf Tanko Sununu, said this when he visited the National Safe Schools Response Coordination Center in Abuja. The minister described the center as strategic as it puts together information with rapid response mechanisms to prevent attacks, with well-coordinated facilities that will enable kidnapped victims to be rescued within short time.
Not allowed it to go. And luckily for us, we have a president who came up with political will to right wrongs of the past. And in doing that, education is a serious priority. And it is among, if you look at the 8th agenda of Mr. President, education is one of the major focus area with a lot of thematic areas to address. But what we have right now in the last 1 week, in terms of the attack on education, has the capacity to reduce the chances of our mission, and therefore we cannot take it lightly.
The National Safe School Response Coordination Center is an offshoot of the Safe School Initiative that was established more than 10 years ago in the wake of kidnappings and attacks on schools. Now, Minister of Police Affairs Ibrahim Gaidam has urged the Nigeria Police Force to explore new strategies and be proactive in the fight against the enemies of peace in the country. This was when the ministers and the top management of the Police Affairs Ministry paid a working visit to the force headquarters in Abuja. Francis Form has the story.
This quarter-gas parade by men of the force signaled the official visit of the Ministers of Police Affairs to the force headquarters 7 months after their inauguration. Thereafter, they were led to the 7th floor of the Louis Edet House, and the conference hall of the IGP was where the engagement took place, with the ministers stating their mission.
It is time for us to change the narrative to shift the balance of power in our favor by being proactive.
Under the President's watch, President Bola Tinubu, the Nigerian police force will be seeing a reform, and that is an exciting thing that would happen to the country.
Coming at a time some Nigerians were abducted, the minister says such action stands condemned, indicating their commitment to collectively work together to overcome the security challenges affecting the nation.
We must no longer wait for the enemy to strike, but instead we must take the fight to their very doorstep. We must seek out their hideouts, disrupt their operations, and dismantle their network speeds and plagues.
I want to assure you, Your Excellency, that the police will continue to work with you and support all the efforts that you are putting in place to ensure that the police gets a better deal in Nigeria.
The minister assures of their resolve to build a stronger, more efficient and responsive police force that Nigerians can trust and rely on. Francis from NTA News.
You're watching NTA Network News. Time now to take some messages. Do stay tuned.
Where is Glory?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello? Where Glow now?
I dey here.
Glow don't go village. Tell all our customer abi.
Everybody pay attention. See, now Glow berekete 10x. Now him I dey take tension my customers. Now they dash me 10 times the credits when I load. Or even sama me double data join.
Yeah. Wait, so with 1.5 when they give all of us, so you dey enjoy up to
15,000 naira credit and data. And I say I never finish you. See, una say if you enjoy, if una join Glow berekete 10x, una go get 1,000 naira welcome credit. Finish.
Glow, you don't win.
Una see they here. Hello, please, I'm looking for Glow. Please save now Glow be dey fine. Now Glow be dey go. Okay, so
enjoy 10 times the value of your recharge on Glow berekete 10x. You also get 1,000 naira for calls and data and double data bonus on your subscription.
The Nigerian Navy wishes to inform the general public that candidates whose names appear on the Nigerian Navy website were successful at the Nigerian Navy Basic Training School Batch 36 recruitment examination held on 17 February 2024. The shortlisted candidates are hereby invited to attend an interview to hold concurrently in 2 batches from 13 March to 8 April and 10 to 20 April 2024 for batches A and B respectively. Shortlisted candidates from Northeast and Northwest are to report for interview at the Nigerian Defense Academy old site, while candidates from North Central and Southwest are to sit for their interview at the Nigerian Navy Secondary School, Ojo, Lagos. Similarly, candidates from Southeast as well as South-South are to report at Nigerian Navy Secondary School, Borikiri, Port Harcourt for their interview. The shortlisted candidates must note that the interview will include medical screening, and they are advised to obtain detailed instructions or requirements for the interview on the website www.joinnigeriannavy.com. Nigerian Navy, onward together.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather.
Why did you let him go? He might fall ill. And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with Germ Defense gives you protection. Rainy season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's Germ Defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
If they're ahead.
Full of nourishment and vitality. Protein is good for me, good for
you. Introducing the YouTube buffet plan from MTN that gives you an all-you-can-eat experience. Now you can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood movies, web series, and comedy skits on YouTube. Dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube buffet plan from MTN. YouTube, made for you.
5 questions with Ini. Hi guys. Ini, your skin is really glowing. What beauty soap do you use?
It's glowing because it's healthy. I use a soap that keeps my skin soft and protected from germs.
But Ini, the beauty soaps I know don't give germ protection.
Dettol skincare does.
It combines Dettol's protection with argan oil to protect my skin. Gives me 2 times moisturization with a beautiful fragrance. Beautiful skin is germ-free skin.
The Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TED Fund and the House Committee on Student Loan, Scholarship and Higher Education Financing invites the general public and stakeholders to a public hearing on the Student Loans Access to Higher Education Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2024. Stakeholders invited include Minister of Education, Minister of State Education, Minister of Finance, Minister of Budget and National Planning, Minister of Youth, and heads of other related government agencies. Date, Monday 18th March 2024. Time, 11 a.m. Venue, Room 107, Senate New Building. For inquiries, contact these numbers: 08037037143 and 08055241059. Announcers: Senator Muntari Dandutse, Chairman, and Honorable Ishaka Nasiru Adeboiga, Co-Chairman.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection 123.
You're welcome back. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointments of Brigadier General Lawal Jafar Isa, retired, as Executive Secretary of the National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education. The President also approved the appointment of Alhaji Tijan Hashim Abbas as Senior Special Assistant to the President on Chieftaincy Matters. General Jafar Isa is a respected leader and was military administrator of Kaduna State from 1993 to 1996, while Alhaji Tijan Hashim Abbas is the Sarkin Sudan Kano. The President anticipates that the new appointees will bring their vast experience into these important roles. To health matters now. Glaucoma, a stealthy eye disease, poses significant threat to vision. Often symptomless in its early stage, it can silently progress to irreversible blindness if left untreated. NNPC Foundation and NNPC Medicals emphasize the need for proactive eye care in combating the dangers of glaucoma during a free screening at Otako Market. Lydia Sampson reports.
Though the mere thought of glaucoma can be scary, experts say regular eye exams are key to early detection and treatment. Caroline Namadim and Elvis Chukudi just got their free eye screening for glaucoma, and their excitement is palpable.
I'm very happy. I like it. I wish they would be doing something like this for us. Like some people that they have eye problem, but due to the money is not there.
This hard time for them to come around to help us like this is very, very good.
The managing director NNPC Foundation, Emanuela Arukwe, and NNPC Medical did not mince words in their resolve to give back to Nigerians as owners of the company.
One of our strategies we are using in NMPC Foundation is to give back most during the major health days that are being celebrated. Apart from health, environmental days within our area, educational days. But we felt this time that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness, and it's something that is very, very prevalent. And most people don't know. Before they know it, they're already blind.
They're at 250. So you can imagine the amount of money that has been spent for this process.
The exercise was not just all about glaucoma screening. Traders also had their blood pressure checked. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
Borno State government has called on Islamic scholars to be moderate and security conscious in their messages during Ramadan preachings to guard against breaching the peace. State Commissioner for Information and Internal Security, Professor Usman Tar, stated this during a press briefing at the end of the periodic Security Council meeting held at the Government House, Maiduguri. Muhammad Guni reports.
The meeting had in attendance Governor Bagana Umar Azilim, the Deputy Governor Umar Usman Kadafur, Shahu Borno Abubakar ibn Umar Garba El Kanemi, Secretary to the State Government Bukar Tijani, relevant commissioners and heads of security agencies in the state. Briefing journalists shortly after the security meeting, Commissioner for Information and Internal Security, Professor Usman Tar, said the council after deliberations called on Islamic clerics to be moderate in their messages during the Ramadan to avoid extremism.
Council considered the security situation in Borno State and expressed concern with the breach of security in some of our IDP camps.
The Security Council commended the military and other relevant security agencies for the tireless effort at curbing criminality in the state. The meeting called on the Borno State government to ensure the enforcement of ban on illegal mining in the state, even as he announced state government's plan to establish mining company to ensure regulation of mining activities. The Security Council meeting also enjoined the security agencies to allow access and passage of transborder trade with the neighboring countries, as well as countries of Central Africa, to promote transborder trade. The Council also commended the efforts of the Borno State government in providing humanitarian support to the citizens, especially the IDPs and vulnerables in the wake of economic hardship and in the month of Ramadan. In Maiduguri, Muhammad Goni, NTA News.
Electricity supply has been restored in Maiduguri and environs after 2 weeks of blackout since the vandalism of facilities of the national grid that supplies power to Borno State. Pauline Kujevana brings us the details.
The restoration of electricity comes as a relief to residents who endured hardships, including water scarcity and soaring prices of essential commodities like water, cold drinks and ice blocks. Residents of Maiduguri expressed their happiness and relief for the return of electricity, which brings an end to the ordeal they faced during the blackout.
I am very happy to see light that is coming back with Maiduguri. If diesel, we are selling ice block 300, 250. But now the NEFA is come back. 100 naira 150.
I'm happy because of the lights around now, because I don't spend my money for kankara. I buy kankara, say that my head don't scatter.
The return of electricity comes as a relief from the scorching heat being experienced, providing much needed respite.
When there's power, there's life, and we're so grateful that at least power has come back to Maiduguri.
When I sleep outside, immediately I just see the light. I rush enter my house. I sleep like tomorrow, no day. I thank God for that too.
With electricity powered by the gas plants back Maiduguri and environs, businesses and service providers will operate more efficiently and effectively, while residents, especially those observing their fasting this period, will enjoy more comfortable lifestyle. In Maiduguri, Pauline Kujevana, NTA News.
We now move to Yobe, where the state government has signed a memorandum of understanding worth $2 billion with a consortium to revamp the agricultural value chain in the state. Adam Yusuf Ali reports.
statistics has indicated that Yobe State has one of the largest cattle markets in West Africa, with the state having an estimated livestock population of 8.66 million. To harness these nature-giving resources, the state government and Trans-Saharan Consortium signed a memorandum of understanding to use the newly constructed Muhammadu Buhari International Cargo Airport and export targeted 100 cattle monthly.
This significant agreement represents a major milestone in our joint efforts to revolutionize the cattle trading and the production of industry in our state, with focus on indigenous and exotic cattle, land bank utilization, biotechnology and blockchain technology.
The $2 billion investment agreement, which will last for a minimum of 5 years and maximum of 15 years, will go a long way in transforming the livestock value chain in the state. In Damaturu, Adam Yusuf.
Nigerian economy will be more vibrant if there is long-term investments and involvement of more players in the capital markets. That was the viewpoint of stakeholders during the flag-off ceremony of the Institute of Capital Market Studies, Nasarawa State University, KEFI. Muhammad Awal has details.
It is the inauguration of the Institute of Capital Market Studies, Nasarawa State University, KEFI, which serves as a research-based center that dwells on financial literacy, stock exchange, long-term investments, insurance, security, equities, among others, for the growth and development of Nigerian economy as well as those of the developing countries.
Our vision, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is to provide a platform for intellectuals and for academics on the one hand, and for practitioners and experts in capital market and financial matters.
The Security and Exchange Commission (SEC) is working with the Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council (NTA) to enhance capital market knowledge in Nigeria.
We hope that in the next couple of years, our financial systems will be better, on the basis of output of our programs at the Institute.
The Institute is the first of its kind in Africa. From KEFI, Muhammad Awalu, NTA News.
Benny Adams is our guide on business news today. So, Benny, is the market bullish or bearish?
It is actually on the bullish run. Now, welcome to business. The State of State report of 2023, published by Budget Foundation, indicates that a 28.95% growth in cumulative revenue of 36 states of the Federation was recorded, but decried the low level of investments in critical sectors, which did not measure up to the increase in revenue. This was at the unveiling of the Subnationals Audit Efficacy Index 2023 in Abuja.
Almost 50% of every sum of money that we appropriate in our national budget, and I'm sure at the subnational level too, budget is either wasted or misappropriated, misapplied, or stolen, whichever one you want to say. And the consequences of this is that we all suffer.
Subsidy removal, as well as the convergence of the foreign exchange. That has provided some stability to the fiscal position of sub-national government.
Now the Zambia Air Force ZAV has procured agricultural equipment in line with the President's directive for defense wings to help with maize production during the current dry spell. At the unveiling, Defense Minister Ambrose Lumufuma said with the coming of the equipment, ZAV will be able to cultivate at least 8 tons of maize per hectare on the 16,000 hectares of land dotted across the country in response to the pressing issue of hunger.
And this 16,000 hectares is reserved for the cultivation of maize, the staple food, because we're in an emergency situation, a drought and emergency situation.
ZAV swiftly took action. Through my team on projects and farms, went on ground, meeting our traditional leaders for additional land in Lufanyama and the Mushinamo districts, where the Deputy Air Force Commander and Chief of Air Staff was on tour.
A quick look at the markets. At the end of last week, day of trading on the Nigerian exchange, the all-share index appreciated by 0.99%. A total of 217.2 million shares in 6,457 deals corresponding to a market value of 5 billion naira were traded. This shows 4% decline in volume, 32% decline in turnover, but 11% improvement in deals. The current market capitalization is 59.4 trillion naira. FBN Holdings recorded the highest volume of 29.6 million traded shares, followed by Transcorp Nigeria and Unity Bank. That is business news. The network news continues with Adiola Komi Akere in our Lagos Network Center. Adiola, you can take it away from here.
Agencies synergy between the Nigeria Customs Service and other security agencies have led to seizures of about 19 firearms and ammunition and 23 packages of psychotropic substances. In addition, the Nigeria Customs Service Tinkan Island Command generated the sum of 240 billion 302 million naira from January 2024 till date. This was made known during a public disclosure of the seized items by the command. Amaka Owo reports that suspects arrested in connection with the seizures are currently being prosecuted.
Successive governments in Nigeria have been emphasizing on the need for economic diversification with the understanding of looking for new El Dorado to explore. Areas often overlooked are now beckoning. Such is business dealings across African countries, starting with contiguous countries using the foundations laid down by economic communities of each region.
So I've traveled a bit within the African continent, and in most places I get to, you will always find Nigerian products. If it's not profitable, they won't be doing it. And the mineral sector, if you start to add value, put preservation in place, process our local foods, there are sectors that can employ millions of people, millions of youth.
The unique complexities of these African nations, which includes inadequate infrastructure, political instability, and limited access to capital, are parts of the challenges.
If I'm going to be exporting because I saw some good things in Dakar, I said, okay, let me just explore that axis and see what's happening there. So that was why I chose to come by road. And at every border post, starting from coming out of Senegal, I paid 5,000 CFA. Next door was Mali, 5,000 CFA. And we kept paying like that.
Trading with somebody in Cameroon or with Kenya, you're trading in dollars. You're fine. So, you don't have a common currency in Africa.
Despite these challenges, business can still flourish in Africa. These Nigerian businessmen and women are convinced that with Africa's youthful demographic advantage, entrepreneurs could tap into developing products tailored towards the needs of these young adults. Meanwhile, Nigeria's move towards digital economy has been described as a major step to reducing traveling across borders, while handshake deals will now be online. Rapid urbanization on its part is making most African countries the economic hubs of which small and medium-scale business owners could explore to grow their nation's economy. In Lagos, Larry Bileyi, NTA News.
That was actually a report on business opportunities across Africa, the challenges and prospects by Larry Bileyi. And now we go over to the customs interagency seizures where corporates are currently being prosecuted.
Successive governments in Nigeria have been emphasizing
Okay, we seems to be having a bit of a challenge here. We'll take a break and now the network news will continue.
Hello, my bro. Man, the road is so heavy here. And there's so much traffic. I think we should postpone, huh?
Not a chance. Aisha.
We don't quit, guys. I'll be there.
Done.
2 files received.
I'm on my way. Take first right in 50 meters and you're there.
Copy that. Aisha, where are you?
Guess where?
2 minutes, 2 minutes, move! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Runway X.
The future of fashion showcasing.
Very impressive. How did you pull that off?
With Nigeria's top tech talents.
And Glow?
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data. Glow with pride.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be a patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
Each moment is a gift. So, I choose the best in every aspect of my life. Life is beautiful. The times we spend together. My happy place. Your dream furniture, all in LifeMate. LifeMate. Your LifeMate forever.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather? Why did you let him go? He might fall ill.
And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with Germ Defense gives you protection. Raining season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's Germ Defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
The new Happy Sachet. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Happy Sachet.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiyi suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
5 questions with Ini. Hi guys. Ini, your skin is really glowing. What beauty soap do you use?
It's glowing because it's healthy. I use a soap that keeps my skin soft and protected from germs.
But Ini, the beauty soaps I know don't give germ protection.
Dettol Skincare does.
It combines Dettol's protection with argan oil to protect my skin. Gives me 2 times moisturization with a beautiful fragrance. Beautiful skin is germ-free skin.
We are passionate about 2 things in Nigeria. The first is football. The second is our rice. And nobody celebrates like a Nigerian. So, for every goal scored, every mark made, you can be sure to always come back home to rice. Celebrate with Nigerian Premium Big Bull Rice, homegrown just like you. Big Bull Rice, tasty rice, nourished you.
My champs, they use energy at school.
Your champs need nourishing energy. Give them the new and improved Milo at breakfast.
It has nutrients that support energy release. Milo!
You're welcome back. The newly inaugurated executive members of the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria have been charged to be good ambassadors of the association and be peaceful and united as their motivating factors. The challenge was thrown to the Lagos State executive members during their inauguration held in Abuja. Omenka Amarachku has the story.
Maintaining peace in Lagos is one of the most priority of this country, and we don't want and we cannot allow anybody who will instigate or cause problem.
That was the inauguration and swearing-in ceremony of the Lagos State Executives of the Road Transport Employees Association of Nigeria, RITEN, during the 12th Lagos State Conference held at RITEN headquarters in Abuja. The election and inauguration of the new leadership is coming following the intervention of the federal government in resolving the dispute between RITEN and Lagos State government.
We want to show that truly we have forgiven ourselves. Let we come together and operate together.
I also thank the electoral committee, Comrade and his office. Should they give me this assignment to do in Lagos State, I pledge that I will do my best and I will carry the return to
The newly elected chairman Lagos State RITEN, Suleiman Raji Jaffo, promised to lead by example and move the association forward. In Abuja, Omenka Machku, NTA News.
Plans are on to develop a system that will harmonize data of all ministries, departments and agencies, as well as facilitate data exchange. The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, says a framework for building this system that will ensure transparency and safeguards of governance will be visible in the next 6 months. ICT correspondent Chimdima Ndubusi reports.
Nigeria is reputed globally as a country that has made strides in entrenching use of digital technology, especially in government services. The challenge, however, is that important data sets are domiciled in individual ministries, departments and agencies in isolation. Lack of data sharing and duplication are the outcomes. So, at the second edition of Devs in Government Summit, a community of technologists in civil service, discussions are on building collaborations for data exchange as the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy strategizes to build a framework for data harmonization and sharing platform. The benefits, the minister says, are enormous.
It's easier for any part of government to be able to see what is happening in the entire country. It also helps with policy making as well, so that when we're making policies, we know we're using factual data sets to make policy. The other benefit of it is also in taking out duplication. At the end of the day, we harmonize even our form of ID.
Configuration of data at the point where they meet, they must be easily interoperable.
Building standard and framework that MDAs will strictly adhere to guard against cyber attacks is considered a priority in this project, so as to protect government and personal data. In Abuja, Chimdima Dubisi, NTA News.
We take another set of messages. Do stay tuned.
Family of late Pa Anthony Iwanyanwu of Dike No Fee, Autonomous Community Isiala Mbano Local Government Area of Imo State announces the transition to glory of our beloved wife, mother, grandmother, sister and aunt, Ezinne Florence Iwanyanwu on the 10th of January 2024. Funeral arrangements, Lagos Wake, date 16th March 2024, time 2 p.m. Venue, God's Will Private School, Ilegbo Street, behind St. Bridget Catholic Church, Ijeshado, Surulere, Lagos. Vigil Mass at late Pa Anthony Iwanyanwu's compound, date Thursday, 4th April 2024, time 5 p.m. Body arrives Iwanyanwu's compound for lying in state, date Friday, 5th April 2024, time 9 a.m. Requiem Mass, time 11 a.m. Venue, St. Francis Catholic Church, Dike No Fee, Autonomous Community, Isialambano, Local Government Area, Imo State, Nigeria. Interment follows immediately after church service at Iwanyanwu's compound. Outing Sunday Mass at St. Francis Catholic Church, Dike No Fee. Date Sunday, 7th April 2024. Time 9 a.m. Announcer Mrs. Roslyn Nwagu, daughter for the family.
Show off your best skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. Now with 5-in-1 complete care. The deeply nourishing formula prevents your skin from drying out. With precious cocoa butter and deep moisture for smooth and healthy looking skin. Love your skin this Harmattan with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa 5-in-1 complete care.
Let's challenge. My people, today now. Today, I will show you how the power of new Apic 10X gives your toilet a better cleaning than bleach.
Than bleach?
Yes, so.
Impossible.
Okay, now. Today you will see the power of Apic.
Today you will see the power of Apic.
Toilets have stains which bleach cannot clean effectively, but Apic is thicker and sticks better, which gives 10X better cleaning versus bleach and kills germs.
Oh, wow.
Apic is actually better than bleach. So my people, you can now see that Apic is better than bleach.
If you want to become something, become a child again. Why be patient? If you must worry, then worry about winning. Why worry about germs? When you come home, bring tales and stories. Why bring in germs?
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household bucket, then you and your family can stay protected from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Everyday use of Dettol keeps my loved ones protected.
Confidence is important in life's little moments. Strong teeth can help, even if they get her into trouble sometimes. A great smile is useful to break the ice, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. Its antibacterial action formula gives them cavity protection, white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent Triple Protection 123. The new Apic sachets. It has a thick formula, so all you need is just one sachet for your toilet bowl. It gives 10 times better cleaning and big savings too.
Wow, Helen!
Sparkling clean toilet with Apic sachet.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather. Why did you let him go? He might fall ill.
And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with germ defense gives you protection. Raining season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's germ defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiyi suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
5 questions with Ini. Hi guys. Ini, your skin is really glowing. What beauty soap do you use?
It's glowing because it's healthy. I use a soap that keeps my skin soft and protected from germs.
But Ini, the beauty soaps I know don't give germ protection.
Dettol skincare does.
It combines Dettol's protection with argan oil to protect my skin. Gives me 2 times moisturization with a beautiful fragrance. Beautiful skin is germ-free skin.
President Bola Tinubu congratulates former Supreme Court Justice Emmanuel Obioma Ogbuegbu on his 91st birthday on March 16, 2024. In commemorating Justice Ogbuegbu's 91st birthday, the president salutes the legal luminary whose legacy of integrity and dedication will continue to inspire future generations in the pursuit of justice and the advancement of Nigeria's legal system. The president joins family, friends, and colleagues and prays for God's continuous blessings in good health and strength to the esteemed elder statesman. On a sad note, sunset as the Aliwo dynasty of Ibadan land, as Ibadan's sons and daughters pay their last respects to the 42nd Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Muhudolalekon Balogun Ali Okumade II. Grace Ayanleke has the details.
The burial rites kicked off with a lying in state at the historic Makbo Hall, after which a royal procession led the remains to the Aliwo ancestral compound of the late monarch, where the final rites were performed. As tradition demands, prayers were offered for the repose of his soul, and notable sons and daughters of Ibadan came in their numbers to pay their last respect.
He was intelligent. The first English language expression that I learned, he taught me.
He did his best, and during his time,
The town was very peaceful. The town was progressing. Late Obalekan Balogun will forever be remembered for a very progressive developmental initiatives for the Ibadan land.
His legacies, his memories will chart the course for us, not only in Ibadan land but in Nigeria.
Markets were closed in reverence of the departed Olubadan. Born on 18th October 1942, Oba Mohud Olalekan Ishola Balogun Ali Okunmade II was the second to be crowned Olubadan from the Aliwo's compound of the Otun Olubadan lineage in Ibadan. Grace Anyolike, NTA News.
In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu expresses deep sense of grief over the passing of the Olubadan Oba Mohudu Lekan Balogun Ali Okunmade II. The president condoles with the family of the Olubadan, the government of Oyo State, the Olubadan in Council, the Oyo State Traditional Council, and the entire people of Oyo State over the loss. President Tinubu, however, celebrates the late monarch's remarkable life of service to his people, the state, and the nation, describing him as compassionate, courageous, and an unrelenting advocate of the pristine ideals of peace, honesty, and unity, whose counsel will be greatly missed. President Tinubu urges all who are in mourning to find solace in the immortal legacies of the Olubadan, stating that the Olubadan lives eternally in his good deeds, in the memories of everyone touched by the majesty of his essence. The president prays for the repose of the soul of the departed and comforts for those mourning this loss. And this is where we come to the end of Network News tonight. We thank you for watching. Do have a wonderful weekend.
A day, 7 days a week. You can watch NTA International, your window to the world.
Tea belongs to Camellia family of plants and is a native to Asia but is currently cultivated around the world, including Nigeria, in tropical and subtropical areas with over 3,000 varieties. This is the most consumed beverage in the world after water. Tea production in Nigeria started in 1982 in commercial quantity, the initial planting materials having been brought in from Cameroon and Kenya at various times. Tea planting takes place on the Mambila Plateau in Taraba State. The area has an elevation of 1,460 meters above sea level with grassland and shrubs.
A good farmer is a craftsman of the highest order. It is said, great farmer, great nation. No farmer, no nation. Yes, let's set the ball rolling to build that great Nigeria where good food is in abundance, affordable and easily accessible. The Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, an initiative of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, is aligning with the vision and aspiration of the administration of President Bola Tinubu, GCFR, and is organizing the Every Home a Garden competition. The competition is under the scope of agriculture of the Renewed Hope Initiative. For the competition, women are encouraged to immediately plant a garden at home, such that the harvest can provide adequate food on their table and enough to give their neighbor. This competition is open to only women. She must be a first-time farmer. The garden must be in her home, and it is open to women in every state of the Federation and the FCT. Interested participants should do a 30-second video and a picture of the garden, which indicates its location, to the office of the First Ladies of their various states. The winner of this competition will be announced in December 2024, and the winner of the competition goes home with 20 million naira. Women, join the train. Be part of the food revolution in Nigeria. What are you waiting for? Let's get to work. This message is by the Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, an initiative of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
Face of Cookie Africa 2024 is here. Hurry, register to attend Face of Cookie Africa FOGA 2024. It's fashion, models, creativity, culture, food and more on the 23rd of March at Muriokola Park, Victoria Island, where 5 winners will emerge, and thereafter the final showdown as the countdown to Face of Cookie Africa begins. We are proudly supported by Lagos State Government, Ekiti State Government, MTN, Access Bank, Royal Caribbean, Studio 24, Actors Guild of Nigeria, Nanta, Faden, Destination West Africa and Destination Rivers. Media partners, NTA Network, AIT, Classic, and the Beat FM, Brila FM, and other media partners. FOGA leverages 25 years of Cookie Africa's establishment to empower young African talent for global success. Come see young, bold, and creative Africans making bold statements on the runway. For sponsorship and advertising, email foga@cookie-africa.tv, WhatsApp +234 818 600 2000, or WhatsApp event organizers TMCSL on +234 704 269 7462. FOGA, celebrating the diversity of Africa, one face at a time.
Oh yeah, GoTV, they step up your entertainment and it no go cost you any extra money.
This is incredibly exciting.
Now like this we go run am. Upgrade your GoTV package and you go fit watch better shows for the next higher package.
It's only up from here.